Hello and good Monday morning to you, my subterranean wombat pinwheels of key lime blizzards. Coffee cheers to you. It is I, Hallie, with February's very first weekly reading book review of 2025. Excited you're here. I finished a book this morning, so I read 3 books this week, and so I want to tell you about those and the books that I just might read next. It is going to be a terrific day. Besides putting more coffee in my body, I'm working on final, hopefully, edits to get back to my agent before those go to beta and then out on sub. And even better, well, at least will happen faster, is getting out my Patreon, aka the Crayon Box, February Valentine's, because I love Heart Month so much. There's sparkle and glitter and confetti and stickers and chocolate and more glitter, and I love it. So coffee cheers to you. Link in my bio if you want to join the Crayon Box and get your welcome pack and your very special Valentine with a very special sticker for me with a time-lapse painting video you can watch on the Patreon while you wait by your mailbox. Okay, that's all. Okay, the first one I finished. This is Before We Forget Kindness by Kawagushi. This is part of the Tales from the Cafe series, so it's like 4 short stories. There is a basement cafe in a small Japanese city where if you sit in the chair, you can go back to the past or the future and talk to someone who's been to the cafe before, and you have only until the coffee gets cold to have a conversation. The past or present won't change at all, but you can still get some closure or have that conversation you've been meaning to have, etc. So these are all very moving and unique and different, and I kind of love that Kawaguchi gives us his own opinion on philosophy and life, and they're just beautiful books. This is number 5 in the series that came out in October or November, I believe, of last year, and they're just lovely, so I love collecting them because they're cute. Okay, the next one I read, I've been practicing saying this, so forgive me, Misa, if I say the name wrong. This is MOMO ARASHIMA Steals the Sword of the Wind by Misa Sugiura. I think I did it. This is middle grade, high adventure fiction. So if you love Percy Jackson, if you love international folk tales, absolutely loved this book. It is so fast paced. I could not read it when I was tired because we're covering so many, like, we're with this god of the realm, and then we're underwater, and then we're in the sky, and then we're in a tunnel, and it was great. It was just like so many stories within stories and legends and changing where we were and who we were fighting, and it was great. So I do have the second in the series I'm very excited about, and I don't know why, guys. It's just me. I love a middle grade paperback. So grateful. Love this. Thank you, Random House Kids, for sending me this. I'm now a huge Misa Sugiura fan. So hooray for MOMO ARASHIMA. Cool. Okay, the one I finished this morning, put down last night with like 17 pages to go because I wanted to make sure I actually understood the ending of what happened. This is Everyone on This Train is a Suspect by Benjamin Stevenson. This is the second book by Benny here, and his first one was Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone, where he solves a serial killer crime on a mountaintop in a snowstorm, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so this is a sequel, and he's been invited on a train ride down Australia for a writers conference, mystery writers conference, and so there's like 5 mystery writers on the train, and somebody ends up dead, and then maybe somebody else ends up dead, and then maybe everybody has a motive, as it were. So it's kind of a, it's funny because it's about books and writing and publishing and egos and solving crimes, even though you're an author. And so that was very entertaining. Didn't see the ending coming. Tried not to figure it out, and I really loved it. So enjoyed that even more than his first book. So that was a fun, easy, it's grown-up mystery thriller. So there are some dead bodies, but honestly, no cusses. They might have said heck once, but no big cusses. And you get to travel across Australia. So that was a lot of fun, and interpersonal relationships of authors, mystery, crime authors. So loved that. Okay, that's it, because I finished that. So I'm not currently reading anything, although I did read the very first chapter in A Sea of Unspoken Things by the lovely Adrienne Young. This is her brand new one that came out in January, adult fiction. Not Adrienne's, but she does have a twin brother, but I'm pretty sure this isn't autobiographical. This is fiction, and I read the first chapter, and it was so lovely, and I was too tired, and I didn't want it to be my weekend read because I wanted to sit in it. She writes such beautiful atmosphere. We are in, I believe, the Pacific Northwest forests in a logging town, and her brother has been shot accidentally, perhaps. And so there are so many setups and questions we have after the very first chapter, that he was a nature photographer for a conservancy, finding owls in the woods. And it was really a hunting accident that her twin brother that she felt across the country, well, down in San Francisco, is dead. So we have possibly an old flame that arrives. We have a lot of setup in the first chapter. So I look forward to soaking in the stunning book, A Sea of Unspoken Things, Adrienne. So I am theoretically currently reading, but I read the train book because of Headspace this weekend, and I wanted to be fully present for this lovely. Okay? I will also be reading next in my Brush Up Your Shakespeare 2025 challenge, The Comedy of Errors by William Shakespeare. I read only 3 last month, and if he has 37 plays, I gotta pick up my pace. So I should probably get closer to 1 a week. Yeah, so they don't take long to read. It's that I'm finding cool quotes I like and then handwriting them for you. And so I don't know if I'm going to continue that because I'll never get through them. But it was really fun, and I'll be putting up a blog post with those next week, and yay. Okay. Also, look at this gorgeous new book. Yes, I have a book hoarding problem, but look at this pretty book. This is Water Moon by Samantha Yambao. And all I did was see it on an email and immediately ran to the store to buy it because look how pretty. It was pitched as like Studio Ghibli, where there's like a pawn shop, used antique store, something, a boutique, if you will, of regrets. That's all I know. But again, just a little, it's just a pretty cover. And you had me at Studio Ghibli and the inside of folding your own little boat. So look forward to that. It is grown-up fiction, but it doesn't look too, it's not too daunting, right? So I should be able to get through that. Although, you know, I prefer a paperback, but you know, hardcovers, they come and they're pretty. And then also this one that I found at my local used bookshop. Very excited. This is The Witch of Woodland by Laurel Snyder, which was on my wish list, and I found a used copy and I had book credits from trading stuff in. So definitely had to pick that one up. Very much looking forward to that because, you know, I love middle grade magical adventure. Okay. Cool. That's what I've got maybe on the docket, and that's what I read this week. So I would love to know what stories you're reading, loving, watching, listening to, enjoying. I'm in part 2 of the What Went Wrong podcast on The Godfather, which I've never seen, probably will never see because sounds super violent. Tried not to cuss there because it sounds very violent. But I do love the line from Greta Gerwig's Barbie movie of, you know, when they're trying to unbrainwash the Barbies, and one girl as a decoy comes in and says, will you restart the movie and explain to me The Godfather? And it's just funny. So anyway, coffee cheers to you. What Went Wrong podcast is not it's not a paid endorsement or advertisement. I just really enjoy it. It's what went wrong in making movies because it's hard to make movies, let alone a good one. So enjoy that. Anyway, coffee cheers to you. I will stop talking and go soak in more stories and write my own and send some happy mail, hopefully your way. Okay, bye guys. Love ya. Mwah!